guess they're all right here.
Everybody over here, if you want.
This, Randall has talked about this being some kind of zodiac, possibly.
The zodiac's at the ends.
Or this is some kind of lunar calendar or something. I don't remember what it is.
It's about people living in the moon and leaving the moon, or entering the moon.
Yeah. So star people living in the moon or leaving the moon.
He actually talks about it on the before school that he did with Mark Wooding from After School. He talks about it at the very end. That's the only time I've ever heard him talk about it.
Say again.
Mark Wooding from Before School Podcast has taken some pictures of this last time, did a show with Randall, and in the last 15 minutes of the show, he kind of described what was going on here. That's the only time I've ever heard him describe this specifically in relation to the moon. But he's asking for years for photos of this.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of us got it last trip.
Yeah.
Mark was one of them. So yeah, he brought it up and he actually talked about it.
So I don't know much more than that, but it is interesting to at least the orientation of the symbols in the season, because they change as you go there. Flip over.
Yeah, links to it. I'll say something about readings.
And so talking about up straight above here.
Is that at either end is the full zodiac, so all of the constellations, Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, they're all represented symbolically here with Nut, the primordial goddess, the primordial ocean, basically the cosmos behind them. We'll go over here and take a look at it, but she stretches her feet are at one end and her head and her arms at the other one, and that's the cosmos essentially. So you're seeing the entire rotation and sky. The zodiac is one of those things that sort of transcends through multiple cultures and time, and it's represented really accurately across both ends of the ceiling. You have 6 months of it on this end and 6 months on the other end, so we'll go over there and talk through it. I think Yusuf knows quite a bit about it. It's debated that it's a debate whether or not they even had it, but actually when we go upstairs onto the roof, it's clear they did. There's actually a circular representation of the zodiac, which is kind of the sun in the center and all the 12 signs of the zodiac. Kind of interesting comparison to Jesus is the sun with the 12 disciples, etc. Christianity being a sun cult essentially. There is a piece that's replicas up there now. The Louvre has the original piece that's in the roof, but we'll talk about that when we get up there.
The replica is black because it was made at the time when there was soot all over the ceiling, so they made it look just like the ceiling, and now that it's all clean, it stands out as a black.
Yeah, and in fact, over in this corner, when we get to the end, you'll see they've left one square of it black. So they've cleaned this ceiling. You can see there's one square of this that shows you what the roof of this structure was like when people were living here constantly with cook fires and all that kind of thing. It was just ribbon covered in soot.
It's also just to. You're not familiar with